The attorneys for Detra Farries, the woman accused of dragging tow truck driver Alan Rose to his death, are asking for a change of venue. Here's the latest on this story. The defense wants her trial moved because they say media coverage of the case will make it nearly impossible to find impartial jurors in El Paso County. Farries is charged with hit and run, vehicular manslaughter, and other violations in the February death of 35-year-old Alan Rose. Authorities say Rose was preparing to tow an illegally parked SUV when someone got in it and drove away. She's pleaded not guilty. Her trial is set for November, but a hearing has been scheduled for this Friday on whether or not to move it. We spoke with a local defense attorney to find out how hard it is to get a change of venue. It's a crime that rocked our community and sparked a new state law. Alan Rose's tragic death in February is still in the minds of many, which is why Detra Farries' defense team wants her trial moved. But experts say that's easier said than done.
What you're trying to do is get a good cross-section of the community to determine if they have been impacted by this pretrial publicity. And it's a difficult standard to meet. It has to be so egregious so that the person who's being tried cannot get a fair trial.
Tim Bussey has been practicing law for 20 years. He says it takes more than a few TV clips and newspaper articles to convince a judge to move a trial.
The best thing that you can do is get a very in-depth poll that runs across the county. Unfortunately, those polls cost quite a bit of money to do.
Which is one of the reasons why Tim says a change of venue is so rare. He says technology and social media also complicates things and can be a double-edged sword.
The question becomes, if somebody in El Paso County knows that, how do we know that somebody in Denver or Pueblo doesn't know that? And if we are going to move it, where are we going to move it to?
Bussey says when a trial is relocated, the county also has to move all their resources. In the end, though, he says it's not about time or money, but the impartiality of jurors, the foundation of our judicial system.
Remember, jurors are those that receive notice in the mail and they appear for court. You never know who those people are going to be.
We asked our Facebook fans for their thoughts on the trial. Darlene says, quote, there's very little chance that people inside the state of Colorado haven't at least heard of a little something about this case and already have the case resolved with a guilty verdict. And Michael says, quote, the crime, the victims, the witnesses, the prosecution, and the defendant, all in El Paso County. Where else do you try this case? If you'd like to comment on this story, log on to our Facebook page, Fox 21 News.